The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on there. Said one more time, this is a man's world. This is a man's world.
How come my headphones never work?
Just like your jokes.
No, my jokes were killing last night. I destroyed.
Allegedly.
I had a flashback. I was at the Savoy, and I just ripped it. And Chris Spencer was funny. Was that you that went up?
Hilarious.
David Arnold's like, I had to lean and see. Oh, we on? Oh, hey, we're back again at noon instead of
Noon at News.
Yeah. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
I'm back, Jeff Arnold.
Oh, Lord.
Where's the music at? We don't get no. People are going crazy right now. Oh, she's a terrible DJ.
Yeah. Jeff is back. With overalls on?
There you go. Always critical.
Get him, man.
Always critical.
I'm just
Why, you jealous because you can't wear them?
No, I wore them like 28 years ago.
Well, they still fashionable.
Isn't it Adidas overall?
Yes, sir.
Step your game up.
Yeah.
Where's your overalls? I didn't know it was an overall theme.
Mine in
Hey,
the car.
get it? Overall theme. Hey. Welcome back.
To who?
You. We've been here. You the one been. How long has he been? How many shows has he missed? About 3.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track of you now. Look at
Wow.
him.
Yeah, the fans were calling.
Yeah, okay.
All 6 of them calling. And where were you?
Get my hustle on. Where were you?
For 3 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where were you? He said, "Where were you?" I really thought we had let him go. I was surprised when I walked in. So POTUS evidently, we had a meeting.
Without you.
And we had a meeting, and we said we were going to get Keith Morris.
Look around, look around.
I saw Keith the other night. He was hilarious.
Yeah, that's my guy.
And so welcome back. You got a new tattoo? That's
Same
always
tattoo.
been
Really? That's where you at?
No, I'm going to tell you where
Since
I'm at.
I was 9.
I'm going to tell you. You didn't have no tattoo when you were 9.
Did I know you at 9?
You did not have that tattoo at 9.
Did I know you at 9?
Who gets a tattoo at 9?
Obviously, I got one at 9. Did I know you at 9?
Who gave you a tattoo
Did I
at
know?
9?
Did I know you at 9?
I don't think you had a tattoo at 9.
Did I know you at 9?
All right, callers. 323-293-3375. 323-293-3375. Do you believe Jeff got a tattoo at 9?
At 9.
On his left
You
arm?
got a problem with that?
I don't believe it.
It's just unfathomable
Yeah,
to you.
that I can't.
Yes,
Yes.
that
Why?
a parent would get a kid. You didn't get it. Your parents had to get it.
Why
No.
did they have to get it?
Yeah. My mom didn't know about it for a year.
You did not walk into a tattoo parlor in Chicago.
It wasn't a tattoo. See, if you know about tats, this was Indian ink. So obviously you ain't cut from the same fabric I'm cut from. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
That's a different.
Cut from a sissy cloth.
What's that thing you always say?
No, motherfucker. I'm telling you, you not cut from the same fabric I'm cut from.
You did not get that at
you wasn't in my life. You wasn't in my life. You don't know what I did at 9.
Hey,
you were a dancer.
Exactly. You had leotards on.
Hey,
that's what you was doing.
Not at 9.
Yes, you were.
Yes, you were.
Not at 9.
You had a tutu on.
At 12. I started my dance career at 12. Get it straight. Yeah,
just because you started fucking at 19.
No.
Motherfuckers was fucking way before you.
Right.
So so who the girl that you were doing it to gave you the tattoo?
My homie. He gave it to me.
How old was he?
He was 10.
10.
With Indian ink.
I'm done.
With Indian ink.
I'm done. That's not.
And on his right arm, he got his initial, TL.
You did his?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, this must be your homie.
You so critical of my lifestyle.
I'm just saying
but
that.
You don't
shut up.
Excuse me, there's a call in. And I want to address Jeff. Jeff, I believe you have the tattoo at 9.
Who
and
is
I
this?
believe your lifestyle is different than Lou.
Wait, who is
Lou,
this?
You might have had a little protective situation going on.
Wait.
A little bit more proactive parents.
First of all,
that
who is
might
this?
have happened.
Who is
but
this?
I do believe that Jeff got a tattoo at 9.
Who is this?
And Jeff, excuse me, I'm still talking, sir, Mr. Manners. Jeff.
Oh, I know who this is.
Bitch.
Jeff, if you who called me a bitch?
He was not calling
said
it.
that?
He was just signifying that's what you were saying to me.
Yeah.
That's
okay. You
listen,
get that right, because if you have a sister girl in here in a minute, let me finish up. May I finish? May I finish, please?
Yes, you may.
May I finish, please?
Didn't she just?
May I finish, please?
Go ahead.
Jeff.
Yes.
I called in for you because you don't have to justify and clarify nothing to nobody, period.
I already know that.
If you have a tattoo, if you got a tattoo, then you got the tattoo. And that's just all it is to it.
And my nose pierced, and my ear
all
pierced.
that support you're throwing to Jeff, you need to throw to your husband and get off the phone.
What?
Oh, my God. Well, where's What's your girl, Co-Ed? Why we don't know? Does she really exist?
You got it all wrong.
Does she really exist? Whatever her name is, where's she at?
Go.
Oh, she's still on another cruise without you. Okay, go there. Go there. Be respectful.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Don't go there.
Women will comfort another man. Will comfort another man and not do it at home. So we're gonna hang up now.
I love you.
All right, bye. See that? Bye. See that truth got it right there. It stung her. It stung her when I said, see, that's how you sting people. You sting them with the truth. When I said you need to give that same comfort to your husband. Well, I don't know that. Yeah. See?
Oh, you felt that, huh?
She felt, yeah. She was like, and when you used the word be, she thought it was to her.
He used it.
Right. She thought it was to her, but she didn't understand the context of what you were saying.
Right.
So she need to save that same comfort and that same support at home. And that's a problem. That's why we're doing this show, to help educate women to understand Jeff's a grown man. He don't need no woman calling, supporting. That's something else. You're not in this house. You're not his woman.
And exactly.
You save that for your husband, your man.
You tell him, Lou.
No, I'm just saying. Women do that. You see that all the time. You see.
Well, it wouldn't have started if you wouldn't have just said, I didn't get a tattoo at 9.
But
we wouldn't
still,
have had this conversation.
No, I can say what I want. You can say what you want. So this is the difference when men are talking. And then women try to they put so much emotion into it. And, well, leave Jeff alone. You ain't got to justify it. Jeff can do whatever you want. See, that's why I'm saying that's a conversation she wished she could have with her husband. And the man that she's supposed to love. Not Jeff. Jeff got his own.
Well, maybe she has more love to give than just to one person.
No. She needs it. It's obvious that she needs it.
This was Lewis to the caller.
The hair is killing.
Take your hand off your hip, Lou.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's funny. That looks like an overalls that wore back in the day. So
Such a cute little girl.
that picture,
handsome little girl.
Make it look like I didn't stole that joke so bad from Shalon.
Yeah.
I owe him money for that joke.
Shalon, yeah.
Yeah, because he originally did that joke and I just took it. I only gave him $20. I owe him more. So I saw. Okay, go ahead. Were you going to say something? Okay, cool.
Are you over the tattoo now? Are you done?
Because you couldn't get one.
I could have got a tattoo at 6.
I doubt it.
You could have. Yeah, you could have.
I doubt it.
My boy Peanut and them were doing tattoos with Indian ink.
I doubt it.
Well, with Korean ink.
Korean ink. Oh, okay, it's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and Indian. I didn't know. Is that what Indian is? That is that Indians that founded America that were here first, or the other Indians?
It's all tribes.
Mm-hmm.
It's all tribes.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
And then
Stay in your lane. How you grew up?
Right.
you didn't grow up with a tattoo at 9.
Okay. You don't. You
Do you
wasn't
have
there.
pictures of that?
Yeah. Yes.
Where's my coffee? Jeez, thank you.
I did a whole lot.
Oh,
when I was
hilarious!
9
Now
and
that
10.
was funny. That was funny. She gave him the coffee and said, "You drink that." That's funny. How's it taste?
It's got a hair on it.
Ah,
She dipped it.
put the pubic hairs in my
She
coffee.
dipped it. She gave you.
Where's
some-
Anita Hill when I need
Yeah,
it?
exactly. It was Clarence Thomas. Had.
So I saw something last night that was
you saw?
interesting. First of all, a car was parked in my space, and I had it towed last night, and I didn't want to do it. I blew my horn. I pushed the car. The car. We pushed it so the alarm would go off, hoping that the person would come out and move the car. It was about 1:45.
So you pulled up and was perturbed by that whole scene.
No, because I knew, to me, whenever someone parks in someone's spot, it's usually because they're getting something.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. Because that's the only
An
way
in
you
and
go.
out situation. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be that long.
I gotta get. I ain't know where to park, but she ready now.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go on and I gotta do this. And by the time that person get home or that person at work, I'll be out.
Okay.
So that's what I thought immediately. You know. What you trying to say something?
Yeah.
Jeez.
God, you would think this wasn't her company. Her mic don't work.
Aren't you afraid of retaliation?
I thought of
He
that.
knows where you live.
I thought of that too, but
And towing is like he's gonna have to pay at least $300 to get his car out
that's
today.
the first thing I thought about, because even Lou was like, "Hey, how do you know that wasn't somebody?"
You couldn't park on the street, Lou.
No, there was no place to park.
That's why they parked there.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and my thing is that
Damn, it's fucked up when you get your car towed.
no. Here's the thing. I felt okay. If that's the case, you could have left a note on the car.
Like your cell number.
Yeah. Hey, man, look, I'm parking spot. You need to here. Bam. To me, that would have been the proper thing to do.
Right.
And then when I tried to blow the horn and you heard your alarm go off, I sat there. I gave it 10 minutes. Hit the alarm. Didn't really want to disturb all the neighbors.
Yeah.
He could bust that nut. He was asleep by then.
That's what I thought. I was like, it was good. She put it on him, and he's like, hey, whatever. So, you know.
So you never saw the person or anything?
No, and that is a tough $300 plus.
So the car was towed, and then you pulled your car in the spot?
Yeah, and then I was like, what if he do something to my car? But I wrote down his license plate and the make and all that, and I knew where it was going to be towed, so I was going to, you know, maybe you.
But you don't know if it was a guy or a girl, though. You don't know.
No, I didn't know it was a vehicle.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, in the instance, you got a gun?
Do I have a what?
A gun.
No, I need a gun for.
Okay. All right. Better watch your back when you get out your car.
I'll just let him know I know somebody that got a tattoo at 9, so that'll scare him.
That's funny. So Terry in the chat room said, "Oh shit, sun's out, guns out." I see you, Jeff.
Yeah, all day.
You need to get some sun on them arms, though. You
That's
got,
all right, though. I've been
you got-
indoors.
yeah.
I've been working out indoors.
Two-tone.
Exactly.
That means she
Chameleon.
wants you.
Exactly.
No, I think you need to tighten up.
You want
the
his
muscles a
overalls?
little
You
bit.
want a tattoo?
No, I don't. I don't have a tattoo at all. Do you have any, Louis?
No, I do not.
Teeter? Wow, that's rare.
Why is that rare?
Well, in this day and time, it's so trendy now.
I don't like needles.
What do you think of women with tattoos?
Depends on where they at.
Now they just everywhere now. They
Yeah, it
just
depends on where they at and what it is.
Like, okay, what makes? What do you mean? Like,
It depends on what part of their body
if they
it's
have a
on.
tramp stamp, then what?
Nah.
No, it's all down the leg. It's on the
Yeah,
thigh.
it's
It's on the goddamn titty. It's on the
It's
arm.
everywhere,
And,
you know.
I mean, how many baby daddies you got?
There's a whole lot.
It's like a copycat thing now. It's just a thing to do to just have them.
I saw this couple in Ralph's.
Where's the sexy?
all tatted.
Where's the
They were all
sexy
tatted up.
place to have a tattoo then for a woman?
I mean,
She has to be a sexy woman first.
Yeah, good point. That
Fuck.
tat can't make
that
her
is
sexy.
probably the number one priority, right?
Man.
To be sexy.
The tats can't make her sexy.
If
Yeah.
she's sexy, then no matter where she put it, it's on a sexy woman.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Thank you, Lou.
So
Can I say something before we really go into Neil Wilson? You know, much love, yo.
who?
Neil Wilson.
Neil Wilson. What was that?
See, you ain't even up on it.
We asking who it is.
It's the young girl in Oakland that was stabbed
Okay.
viciously.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So much love
It's
to
not
you.
that we ain't up on it. Just
Neil Wilson.
Yeah.
Neil
So
Wilson.
you
Neil
had
Wilson.
the name wrong.
No, it's Neil Wilson. I said Neil Wilson.
Is it Nia?
He said Nia.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
so-
yeah, I read about it. It's sad. So that doesn't-
N-I-A. Nia.
Okay, and they caught the guy.
Yeah, 2 days later.
Okay.
Yep, her and her
It
sister.
was a hate
much
crime.
love. Yep.
Did her sister? Is her sister still alive? Right.
Yep.
Okay. So
But just the fact they let this dude ride and pick him up at the next stop with no, it's just.
that mental illness is real. That hate. When you combine mental illness with hate, this world is.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Yeah.
Joseph in the chat room says, her inner thigh, and it said "slippery when wet" was the best one he saw.
That's nasty.
Why is it nasty?
That's just.
It is slippery when it's wet
There
down
you
there.
go.
That's
Then you
just-
got the girls that put the butterfly wings on their booty and all that type of stuff.
Disgusting.
Hey, one time.
Let me see it.
One of the coaches. One of the coaches.
Let me
had
see
on
you
his
spread
short-
your wings.
He pulled his the inside of his pockets out.
Rabbit ears.
Yeah, and said, "You ever kiss a rabbit?" I fell out. I was like, "That was funny." That was funny.
So how long did you kiss it?
No, he was saying that's what he does. I mean, to girls, he didn't do that to me. So the person was probably upset that they got their car towed, but I'm sure it was worth it. I've had my car towed.
Yeah. Yeah.
One time, Code 3 got our car towed.
What?
Yeah, somebody agrees with you, Lou.
What?
Who was it? Hang on, let me pan up.
Agreed what?
About you getting the car towed.
Well, yeah, the person should have left a note. That's all I say. I would have left a note saying, please just hit me up. I know I parked in your spot.
See, that's the difference. See?
What?
It's a retaliation, so Lou's supposed to pay for a parking spot and go elsewhere. Get the fuck out of here. He did the right thing. Lesson learned. Hate when people take privilege with other people's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably was white.
I was, see, that's the bad part.
You are in West
'Cause
Hollywood.
I was hoping. And,
White and gay.
I didn't want. No, I wasn't going all the way there.
He's going to
But
sprinkle
I was-
glitter all over your car.
Where's my fame CD?
That's funny. That's funny. Actually, the CD that you can see is the Jackson 5 Christmas album.
So did you look in the car to see what kind
Yeah,
of contents was in there?
I looked and tried to see, and it was, just, it. I don't know. I did it because it's a building across the street, and this.
It's always popping over there. Yeah.
Saw this girl. Oh my God. The only thing, she was fine, but the one thing threw me, she was knock needed. And I was like,
Yeah.
not needed.
Got a problem with that.
So that's the deal breaker. Not need.
No, it was just something I noticed. I mean, she was fine enough to get past the knock.
Got to put some symbols on it.
I was like,
Make some noise.
like her parents could have got that fixed. But yeah, them young brothers over there. Then I saw something that was interesting. And this was around 9:30. There's a DMV near me, and I saw a guy homeless because he was sleeping out there, and he was laying back, but he was on his phone. I was like, that's interesting.
Was it an outlet right there or something?
No, he was just on his phone, laid back and just on his phone. I was like, that's interesting. Figured if he, that was interesting that he's got a phone.
You sure it wasn't his car?
Hilarious.
It might not have been his phone.
You mean what? Someone lent him a phone?
Could have stole it.
But nowadays, people's phone, you would cut it off, right?
Depends, yo. You could have just got it.
Man, somebody just dropped it, coming from the club or anything, just not know yet.
Oh, he was probably just looking at their pictures. Yeah, okay. I should have asked him. Today is August 20.
No,
No.
it's July
July
27th.
July 27th.
2-7.
2-7. July. So that means we only have a few more months.
You see the supermoon last night? Did you see all that?
The who?
The supermoon.
Yeah, the moon was interesting. It was a full moon, right?
Is it the blood moon?
Yep.
It was beautiful.
Can you look that up, Fact Freeder?
Um,
It's supposed to have been a rare occurrence last night.
yeah, and I was in Inglewood.
Was it packed?
No, it started like 10:15.
Mm-hmm.
2 young comics went up first. France killed it, and Henry Coleman, who's really getting funny.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Coleman's funny. So, everybody's hustling, right? So he has these T-shirts, Ghetto Nerd. So I bought one from him.
Mm-hmm.
So then he wants me to sell the shirts for him. I was like, well, I can give some away. So he's like, you give me $1,500, I'll give you 100 shirts. And then he kept sweating me. And I was like, well.
After you bought one, he was sweating you.
Yeah, and then I told him, I said, I'll try to, you can come to the taping of the show, and after the show, you can try to, sell your T-shirt. And he's going, no, you buy, give me $1,500. I give them to you for $15 a piece. I'm like, okay, you really think I'm going to sell you a T-shirt?
Okay, so to answer Teeter's question, it is the blood moon.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it'll light up the sky, I guess, tonight? Yeah. Or was it last night? It says July 27th. It says the blood moon is the longest lunar eclipse in a century. And then the first one was the blue moon, which was in January. Blood and kryptonite.
That was funny. That was quick.
So I guess a full moon lasts 2 nights?
I'm not up on my moon.
The moon is always full. We just don't see it as full all the time. But
Yeah.
The astronomer. You're a Laker fan, right?
Till the wheels fall off.
Okay. I got some kind of Laker hat that Lou gave me. I would never wear. I meant to bring it.
You would never wear?
No. Because I was out in the sun past 2 weeks and I didn't wear it. Mm-hmm. I would have wore it then, out there with these little kids who can't play football. Mm-hmm. That was a rough 2 weeks. Being out in the sun from 8:30 to 2:30.
Yeah, it's been hot, man.
Yeah.
That 117 in the valley wasn't no joke.
Man, I was like, kids, come on, coach. No, man, y'all go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get y'all water. But, and they all were putting on suntan lotion. And then I noticed it. I was like, right where I had my shirt off, you could see that the sun was killing me. But it's been really hot. It was 119 somewhere, 122. So now the cops, L.A. are on one. The little Trader Joe's thing. Did you see?
Silver Lake.
Yeah. Did you see how they jumped out the car and start shooting? Mm-hmm. They just like the brother was like it was target practice. It was like training for them.
Right.
It was like that's how they train.
Live simulation.
Yeah, and it didn't even. I mean, because I saw on the dash cam, you could hear the person saying, "Don't shoot." Mm-hmm. It sounded like the dispatcher was like, "Don't shoot." And as soon as the guy got out of the car to run, the cops jumped out and just started pop, 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 pop. Like they didn't think they would hit someone else.
But a bullet went through his arm and killed the manager.
Yeah, the cold part is that the suspect is going to be charged with the woman's murder, whether the cop shot her or not, unless, I guess, unless they find some kind of fault with the police. But in California, if someone is killed during the commission of a crime, you're charged with that murder, whether you did it directly or indirectly. So he's gonna deal with that.
Yeah, and then
he's going to jail for a long time because he got kidnapping. He He shot his grandmother
Six
eight
times.
times.
Six times. You know he didn't like her cooking.
No, I mean, grandma woke
shoot
up.
your grandmother 6 times if she can cook or
No,
bake.
it's one of them grandmothers. She was old school grandma. She's like, baby, how long she gonna be here? You said she was spending just one night. You know, that motherfucker had her up in the house for like a month.
Yeah.
TV's on in every room. They fucking. They ain't paying no rent. Smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma like, yo, you can't do that shit. That motherfucker got up and he was on one that morning. I think I know that dude too. When I saw the picture, I was like, damn, I seen dude before. I seen that motherfucker somewhere before.
I mean, you seen him. You don't hang out with him.
No. But I seen
Now,
him
in
somewhere.
his case, okay, so we got the 2 cases going on. The alleged white supremacist that killed the sister in Oakland at BART.
Right.
And then we have this brother who shot his grandmother, his girlfriend, and then ran into...
He shot his girlfriend too?
Yeah, he shot her too. She got a graze to the head.
Yeah, so she got grazed in the head.
But
they gave him an $18.7
but they
million
said growing
bail.
up he had mental issues.
Well, that's the whole common thing now. Everybody got mental.
I mean, I think they have like proof, like he's on medication and all this. But for the other guy, the likely thing that they're probably going to try to use too is that he's mentally ill.
So do you feel that everybody has something mental about them?
Yeah.
Well, just like another case where the little European boy up in Palos Verdes, he hanging out with the fellas in the hood. He's the driver.
He's the driver.
And it go down, but his people get him out with no charges, no nothing.
And he walked past the camera like, rest in peace to the guy that was killed.
Yeah.
He like, his pops was like, he even had nothing to do. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
But he going around parlaying, cripping,
right,
throwing them up and all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the shit really go down, it's like, oh, y'all niggas is for real? Y'all about to hit somebody? Y'all about to take somebody out? And then when they do the drive-by and they like, all right, let's go. Now, he ain't, he ain't complicit to it.
Right.
People is like, nah, he didn't know where he was at. He just got caught up in the wrong environment, so they using that.
Right.
Just like the white boy now up in Stanford. He's, he's appealing his case. His
the swimmer
conviction.
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some fucked up shit.
But he only got 3 months.
But he's appealing the conviction, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So now he's going with the defense out of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And they say he just took his took his dick out and he just laid on top of her and simulated jagging off. So he didn't mean to penetrate her.
No, he didn't mean to.
Yeah, so
it just slipped in.
Slippery when it's wet. I guess so.
Slippery when wet. Yeah. So I'm like, so this is the defense these motherfuckers come up with. It's like, I had to research. I'm like, out of course. That's some shit like Bill Clinton said.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to my man in Chicago though.
Out of course.
I wrote a new joke. It's not a good. It's bad. It's funny though.
Could you step up to the mic, please?
I said I wrote a new joke and it's funny. I don't know if I'm gonna say it. But
Do share.
No, it's kind of the hard part of the joke I do about getting neck and stuff.
Okay.
And I've kind of added about
what is getting neck?
you've given neck. You just didn't realize you was giving.
What is neck though?
I heard it in the
that.
song, Young M.A., and Beyonce has it in her song too. Body check or something. Getting neck is when you get,
fellatio.
Say it.
Yeah. I'm
Get
not
your
gonna
dick
say it.
sucked.
Yeah. Getting neck. So I talk about how, I heard it in the song. I didn't know what it was.
This nigga said getting neck.
Is that how you say it?
I don't use that.
No, it's young people
You
use
say
it.
getting head.
Yeah, young people say, and that's the whole joke.
You're not young though.
And that's the premise of the joke. I say I didn't know what it meant. Now I know what it meant. And then I was like, I tell Lou, you going out there and get your neck. And then every
Somebody
time
said, Lou, that joke is ass, and I ain't even heard it yet.
it kills. It kills.
It's ass.
That's funny. It's funny. and then I talk about, and then I added the part about.
Somebody said you should say getting nose.
Yeah, create your own lane.
The joke is funny. The joke is very funny. It's but I added about how girls, you gotta go ahead and learn to swallow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
Why you whisper it?
I don't know.
What you nervous about?
Old
You
head,
act like a 9-year-old.
Yeah, with no tattoo.
Exactly. No piercings and shit.
that old head girls won't, but the young girls, the reason they will is because they grew up on eating Go-Gurts. I think that's funny. Okay, I think it's funny.
The person in the chat room was right. That shit was ass.
Try to put a Disney ending on it.
Yeah.
Go-Gurt. Oh, he's so clever.
G-rated, yeah.
G-rated dirty joke.
I'll help you with that one.
Okay, all right, that's funny.
TDP, the joke fixer.
You tell that person in the chat
The
room.
joke whisperer.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that one.
That's funny.
Hilarious.
That's funny. I have not seen. I'm interested in seeing. Has anybody here seen the Robin Williams?
Yeah, I saw
Come
it.
Inside My Mind. How was that? I heard it was really good.
Man, it's good. I mean, it goes to show you, the creative genius he was. I mean, but he was battling demons, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw him when I was touring with Craig. We saw him perform like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and he came out and he got and he did an encore because they gave him a standing ovation for like at least 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And he came back out on top of 3.5 hours and did an additional 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we went back in his dressing room, he was so frustrated because he kept telling us, he's like, fuck. Because he went over his notes and he's like, fuck, I missed that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I could have did that. Fuck, why didn't I do that? And we sitting there like, man, you just did 4 hours.
Right.
And he was like, he felt so bad. He was like, can we go get him and bring him back in?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, because I felt like I cheated him.
Yeah.
And you just saw the frustration, because, he used to come, he did the show quite a few times.
Yeah.
And got to know him. So, I mean, you saw the genius, but you saw that it was something there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to that point, it's like, okay.
Yeah, Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor want to put him on.
Yeah.
He was on
Put
the
him
Richard
on.
Pryor show.
Yeah.
He was funny.
And didn't John Witherspoon say that one day he snorted all his coke when he was on the Foxhole?
Yeah.
He was talking about Robin Williams.
But he was known back then at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
He was known as a joke stealer, though. But I mean,
Right.
but he took the joke and he made it, the premise or whatever. He made it his own, though. So
Because I can't recall. Allegedly, he was with John Belushi when he passed.
Yeah.
They was all together.
But the Le Chateau.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all got demons we got to fight.
What's your demons?
Unfunny.
Mad because he didn't pursue his dance career.
Oh wow.
Fell short of that.
Really?
Then he jumped in.
That's where we're going? That's
Wow.
That's where we're at. No,
yeah, I mean that's an interesting question. What are your demons? And do you perceive them as demons, or you perceive them as something you just got to get through?
What's an example of that, though? I know people say that.
Of a
What's
demon?
your demons? Like, what is it? Like, is it for, like, when someone's an addict, heroin is their demon? Like, what does that mean, really?
Right, yeah.
I think it's anything that at the time you're going through that possesses you emotionally. I think that's what that is. I mean, the
get breakfast?
demon could be anything.
Do you guys want your breakfast now?
No, I didn't know we were getting breakfast. Is that grits?
Yeah, I don't need jelly.
I only eat weenie.
Are those grits? I don't eat grits.
I do.
Thank you.
You don't toss nobody's salad with the jelly. No, I'm good, thank you. I'll get mine later.
We'll take a break at 5.
We got. Is it bacon?
It's turkey bacon and pork bacon.
Okay.
So you have a choice.
Well, we know you're gonna eat turkey.
I'm not going to
bacon.
eat. I'm good.
Okay.
She made some vegetarian omelets with spinach.
Pork bacon.
That's the joke whisper.
He's gonna eat air.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, back to the demons.
No, it's anything that possesses you. My one man's opinion is anything that possesses you at with the given moment that you're going through. It could be anything. I mean, you know, whatever your personal demon is. A lot of people walking around with it, you know.
Some people can control them, I guess, and some people can't.
I'm at that point now. I mean, my heart right now is full with rage and anger.
Yeah.
It's because you got a tattoo at 9.
No. It's well beyond that, you know. Not.
Why is your heart full of
it just is
rage and anger?
It is. It just is.
But you don't know why?
I do know why, but I mean, it's just what I'm going through. So
if you weren't going through it, you wouldn't be full of rage and anger?
No, I don't know. It's a hard question to ask. You know, some days I had good days. Some days I'm ready to, like, you know, like today, like I haven't cried in a long time. And I was going through a whole lot of shit. And then, you know, there's a combination, you know, our friendship, all of that just hit and then with the shit that happened with Neil Wilson,
right,
it made me cry.
Yeah, it fucked me up too.
It made me cry. And I had an argument with my dad and I had an argument with God. And I was like, of all places you have to have me right now, you have me right here in this position where I'm at now. Why couldn't I be on that bark to protect them 2 young black sisters?
Right.
Because that motherfucker, he deserved to feel all this rage and anger that's in me. You know, he needs to feel that right now.
Yeah.
And it's like a reason why he didn't. So I got to walk around with that shit that I got to suppress it. I have to control it. I mean, because it's you know, I'm ready to unleash it at any given time. I've never walked around in my life in L.A. with my pistol. I've never carried my pistol as much as I carry it now.
Why are you carrying it now?
Because that's just, you know, because I don't know what's going to jump off. The temperature is hot right now.
Yeah, it is.
The temperature is hot. And I'm not that motherfucker. You just not going to come up to me and talk shit to me.
Right.
Just like my man in Chicago, when they was on the subway platform, and he gave that white dude a chance. Like, don't keep calling these black women nigga bitches. Don't keep calling them nigga bitches. And the motherfucker just got up and said, fuck you, nigga. And he's like, y'all a bunch of nigga bitches. And then my man knocked that motherfucker out. And that motherfucker fell right onto the train tracks. Right. Then they picked his ass up, and then that motherfucker knocked him out again. So that's the fabric that I'm cut from.
Right.
You know, like I tell people constantly, and I remind, growing up, I didn't see color until I got out here.
Yeah.
I grew up seeing black and white. And I didn't understand racism the way it was explained to me, because I read a lot about slavery and all of that. But I didn't get the visual until Roots came out.
Right, right.
When Roots, Alex Haley came out, then you got to see it. It's like, oh, this is how they treat us. This is what they do to us.
Got the video to it.
This is how they think of us, really. You got to see the visual. So then from that point on, my defense mechanism, it went up. So now it's like, because what happened to me at a young age is I was spit on and called a nigga. And then my mom and my dad we was at the school, and the trophy case got broke, and then the white mom said, you know how the niggas lie. Our kids didn't have nothing to do with it. And the white boy threw the ball and broke the trophy grab.
Right.
But when my mom and my dad tried, my dad just looked at it and said, okay, you know, we good. And then an incident happened when a motherfucker spit on me and then called me a nigga, and I couldn't do nothing about it.
Right.
That's what I said to myself.
That's the real demon, that we don't get to exercise who we are and defend like we supposed to. That's
when it hit me. I put that at the bottom of my totem pole. I said, that's the most blatant disrespect that I'll never tolerate ever again in my life. A motherfucker spitting in my face and calling me a nigga.
Let me ask you this. Why weren't you able to do anything at the time?
Because my friends grabbed me, and then the police, they were there. They intervened. And it's like, y'all need to just keep on going. And there was one of them, like, one of them.
A loogie.
And it hit me right here. And then he followed on top, nigga.
Is that why you can't grow a mustache?
No, I had a mustache. But I'm just saying, though.
Can we take a break?
We're gonna.
It's gonna be part 2 after the break.
We'll take a break and talk about how people handle things differently. And do you believe in God?
Yeah, like, should that woman have handled the McDonald's situation differently
when
she beat that girl's ass?
No, she beat. That's the effect that has to happen now.
I don't think you have to go to violence.
We'll talk about it after the break.
Coming up after the break. Shout out to X for the beats.
The double Apollo Legend.
Specially made for In a Man's World. Thank you, X.
VA's own.
What?
My French connection, comrade.
This song was made for
Well, that was a nice little beat there.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't approve it. So how did it get on?
If you had that attitude against Europeans, you'd be a bad dude.
Oh man,
You'd be a bad man.
What makes you think I don't?
You don't.
See, that's where you guys miss. A lot of people miss the point.
you don't.
They say you don't have. I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Very much so. More so.
No, you don't. You compromise with them.
No, I don't.
You try to.
I compromise with a lot of people.
You make a safe home.
No, I mean.
You remove yourself from the situation. You're not confrontational.
Oh no, I am.
Not an aggressive confrontation.
No, I am. I mean, there's different ways of being aggressive. I mean, that's what we were talking about off air. There's different ways of being aggressive. You don't have to be physical all the time.
Sometimes you do.
Well, yeah, to defend yourself, you do, but you don't
sometimes
always have to
get
initiate.
your point. To get your point across.
No, you can get your point across in different ways.
Well, like I said, like we was talking out there, like I'm cut from that fabric, like my man in Chicago. I'm going to give you an out. Keep calling them black women nigga bitches. Keep saying it. And then you going to keep doing it. Okay, this is going to be your end result, homie. This
and
is
you
gonna
go
be
back
good.
and then you get arrested.
That's
You're
okay.
in jail.
I ain't afraid of jail.
There's a lot of people in jail who said they wasn't afraid of jail.
But I mean, I ain't afraid. I've been to jail before, so I ain't afraid. I done had cuffs put on me.
Is it necessary all the time?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
You can do more outside of jail than in jail.
Well, but
I don't know, though.
sometimes it is.
Yes.
Sometimes you get to the point where you like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And you just like,
Yeah, but enough's enough, and then there's going to be more.
Yeah. Did you see the thing on Showtime? The rape of Reese Taylor?
No, I did not.
It's very deep. And I felt for the father protecting his kids.
Yeah.
After his daughter was viciously raped. And how the white people used to just drive around looking at him, still taunting. And like he said, like the son said, I never understood my dad's anger until he passed away. And now that anger is channeled into me when I see the racism now. Because my dad used to sit on the porch while we went to sleep with his shotgun.
You're saying this is what he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, his dad used to sit on the porch late at night, waiting.
And this was during what time period?
This was like doing like the
civil rights and all that?
Yeah, the 40s, the 50s.
Okay.
Jim Crow.
Yeah, but it's even worse today.
Yeah.
It's even worse today because
No, it's not worse.
Yes, it is.
It's not worse. They're not.
What world are you living in?
I mean, but you're trying to tell me
It's the worst I've ever seen it in my lifetime.
It's worse today.
right, but not as bad as it was in the,
Yes, it
in the
is.
30s,
I think
40s, 50s.
It's getting just as
Yes,
blatant.
it is. Because
Yeah,
they
but
have
they're
no
not-
fear now. They have no fear of repercussions. They
'Cause
have
their
no
leader-
fear of retaliation.
Their leader.
The mindset might be just worse, but the actions aren't as bad as
But
it's
that's
not
what I'm
as
saying.
blatant.
They're going for verbal altercation now to physical. So they escalating it now because now they feel that their president can say what the fuck he wants to say. There's no repercussions. There's no reprimand. They say, okay, well, this is I can say and think what I want to, and what I'm feeling in my heart. So you getting the police called on us for bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
But before, in the 40s and the 50s, the police came and they beat you and
Police
raped
is-
you in front. They don't do that now as much.
They do it behind the scenes.
They shoot you in the back now.
Not in all cases.
Yes. They waiting for you to make a move. When the last time you was stopped by police?
It was over a couple years ago.
I was just stopped 2 weeks ago.
And
Motherfucker,
You
make a
still
move.
here.
Yeah, make a move. Homie, that's my cell phone right there. It's my cell phone in my hand. It's my cell phone in my hand, homie. Get on your knees. Seriously, man? Seriously? I'm not posing a threat. What did I do? Just get on your knees. So any sudden move I make, motherfucker can shoot me.
Okay.
Like the kid in Sacramento. They shot him 9 times in the back.
Okay. Did they shoot you?
No.
Did you comply with them?
At first, I wasn't, but then I said, yeah, okay.
And why did you comply?
Fear of my life.
Okay. So now, in the 40s and the 50s, would you have gotten all those commands?
They probably would have gave you 1 or 2 and then shot you.
Okay. So things are different.
No, they not.
I was. If you go to the 40s and the 50s, that's under segregation. So you're not across the tracks. It's like they coming across the tracks to bring you to harm.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, let's think about how.
No. They're bringing you to harm. So once they bring you to harm, they know they got the courts behind them. They got the law behind them. So they're going to do whatever they want to do. And these dudes is high on coke and whatever other shit they drinking. They own that. It's just midnight vigilantes.
But they're not even high. Like the dude, I was reading the thing, like my man that was served in the Afghanistan war, he's out with his homie up in Seattle in the bar. He said they go to the Red Rose all the time to drink. It's just this one Saturday night, they was up in that motherfucker. 4 white boys sitting at the table, dude just yell out, "Ain't no niggas allowed in here." Out the blue, and he like, what? He like, "No niggas allowed in here." Then he threw a bottle at him. So that's how the altercation started. He went outside, and the white dude pulled a gun and shot my man. So I'm saying, like he said, they bringing this shit to us now. Okay. And we supposed to just, like, what? Roll over and hold hands and walk down the street and sing Kumbaya?
No.
And be like, yo, and just what?
Okay, so let's take that example. Let's take that example as a man. We have a caller. Caller?
Hey, how you doing, gentlemen? Avon.
Good. Who's this?
Avon from Houston.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing, man?
If it was all right with you fellas, I was hoping I could contribute to the conversation being had.
For sure.
Hang up on him, please. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sitting back observing, I think what you're looking at, Lou, when you hear John Lemon speaking and his posturing and things of that nature, is just seeing the frustration of a black man in 2018 realizing that America hasn't changed very much. I think the environment in which you surround yourself and the individuals in which you have within your circle may not be experiencing the same plight that John Lemons and others of us, experience. So you're looking at it from a standpoint that isn't really reality because you've created a reality that doesn't truly exist, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Let me ask you this question. As black men sitting here in 2018, you in an altercation, just a mild argument, and it's kind of escalating. And then a white man spits in your face. What are you going to do? It's hypothetical. What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yes. I'm asking you first. What are you going to do?
No,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Houston. You answer, Houston.
Avon, you in an altercation, you in a verbal argument with the white guy, and it's getting kind of heated. And then he calls you the nigger, and then he goes and he spits in your face. At what point, what do you do from there? What is your action at that point? And be real about it.
I can't lie to you, brother. One, I'm very seldom in that situation. But if I was, hypothetically speaking, I have to put it all on the line. And my wife would completely understand.
Now, what do you mean put it all on the line? What do you mean?
All out.
I can't in good conscience let someone spit in my face and disrespect me in that manner and go home and try to be an example for my 12-year-old black son.
Okay.
So that white man, with all due respect, will feel all the anger from Rosewood, from the lynchings, from the water hoses, from the marches on Selma. He will feel all that anger that's built up inside of me because all those things will come to my frontal lobe in that moment.
Okay. Now, Tita, what would you do?
And with I mean, you go all out. You just have to. You just have to. You have to.
My answer.
You can't even speak to me in a certain. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you can't even speak to me in a certain manner, in a condescending way, I'm not as intelligent as you way. You can't even speak to me in that way because I'm going to be offended and come at you in a different way. Now, I understand Lou's point. Lou spent his entire career trying to acquiesce to whiteness and capitulate to being accepted by whiteness. Whereas a lot of us, you know, we roam the world that we roam and still be who we are. I work in predominantly white corporate America, but I am who I am, and they know I am who I am.
Right.
I speak to who I am, and I walk who I am.
Right.
So I never have to cower or try to be someone that I'm not. They understand that I am who I am. I've lived my experiences, and who I am, you will respect me for that.
Right.
Okay.
And I respect you.
Now, should we clear something up? Since you two know me, and Avon from Houston doesn't know me, first and foremost, I don't act the way you say I act. I carry who I am, Philly, from, I've done that since day one I landed here. Now, I work around white people, but every white person that knows me knows I'm a black man. So I don't go around trying to be white or act a certain way. I'm Louis Dix. So that's who I am.
And I mean, you know, disrespect.
No. You did
okay.
because that's what you're saying. That's not a fair, because you don't know me and you don't see me in those environments.
Listen to what I'm saying to you real quick. I hope I didn't offend you, but what I'm saying to you is, and I hope you would concur or concede that I can only judge you based on what you give me, and what you give me I only see one day a week on Friday. So I don't know you, but I can only judge based on what's presented to me. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, but as a man, and given certain situations, it's just like you said. I wouldn't even put myself in that position to where a white man would be spitting on me. First of all, I wouldn't even hang around those kind of people or be around those kind of people. And I would see it way before it came.
Not necessarily, Lou.
Right.
No. Hold up. If I'm around a person that's gonna do that, they've demonstrated to me way before that came out who they are. They can't hide that. They just get you can't. You're not gonna be around some white person in a situation and then you don't realize. Like example is if the guy is yelling, "Hey, you N guys shouldn't be over here. We don't do this for you." Now, right away, I'm going to take to the point of, I know how this person is. Now, I'm going to make a choice before he throws the bottle or whatever. Because first of all, if somebody spits on me and there are witnesses around, that's assault. They're going to jail. I'm going to have them arrested. I'm going to make their life difficult in that way. All right?
So that's the route you're going to take?
I'm not, because I want their life to be I want them to have to get bailed out, go to jail, lose time at work, as opposed to me swinging on them and now I'm in handcuffs and I'm in jail and I'm going to work.
And that's not worth it to you as a black man?
As Louis Dix.
No, I'm not a black man as Louis Dix.
No, Louis Dix is already a black man. I don't have to demonstrate that I'm a black man. Right. I'm Louis Dix.
The uniform is already on.
Yeah, so I don't have to do certain things in life to show that I'm a black man.
Okay.
Right. I have two beautiful kids that are black. All right, and their mother is black.
Okay.
My father is black. So no, I don't have to demonstrate to this world that I'm black. I'm Louis Dix. All right. So when I walk in the room, that's a black man. Hey, but that's Louis Dix.
Say I'm Louis Dix again.
Go ahead. I'm Louis Dix.
Okay.
But I have anger, but there's a time and place for that anger. And I mentor young black kids. I coach them up. That's one of the reasons why you have a black man in a white environment with a lot of black kids who are athletes, so they can, if they have an issue, they can come to you. You can see it way before that white coach sees it, and you can help him navigate through those difficult times, so he doesn't have to build up rage and anger. Okay, because it doesn't do anything for you.
Okay,
it doesn't. It doesn't help you.
Mine motivates me every day.
But in a good way. You're walking around with a gun.
Exactly.
That's not how somebody should have to live unless you're
that's
an
the world we live in.
Okay, but there's also a world of
what world are you living in?
I'm living in 2018. I'm living in America where I don't have to carry a gun.
But you towing people's car at 3:00 in the morning.
I'm not towing it. I just called that number.
Okay, you don't think there might be retaliation on you for that?
What am I supposed to do? That's the law. And I'm aware that there could be retaliation. So my parking space doesn't tell you where I live. They do that on purpose. Everybody parks at a different spot to where it doesn't
exactly.
go with you. So
I understand that. But motherfucker he could be laying in wait.
And when I walk outside, growing up in Philly, you see you look at your surroundings.
Okay.
So I know if somebody's laying in wait.
Okay. All right. But you had nothing to protect yourself against.
Yo, caller.
How we doing? Darryl from Atlanta.
What's up?
What's up, D?
What's going on? I just want to call and speak in on the point that Lewis was making as far as with everything going on. I just think we need to play chess, not checkers. Checkers, as black men, black people, period, they out here to get us. And just to speak on that, what happened in Florida, I just feel like we got to know the laws. And like I say, we can't think that, something goes wrong, we're going to fight or whatever. Just know the law. That's it.
But the law sometimes works against us, though. The law ain't in our favor. The law ain't designed for us. If that was reversal, if that was a black man, a white man shoved violently a black man, and that black man took out his gun and shot that white man, you think he wouldn't be prosecuted? That motherfucker he'd be locked up right now, charged with first-degree premeditated murder.
We can't say that because has a white man ever did that?
We can't say that because look at the woman that's in jail right now that defended herself and her kids against her violent husband who took out a pistol. She was allowed to carry and have a concealed weapon. And just...
she shot through the wall.
Yeah, shot 4 warning shots towards him. But they prosecuted her for attempted murder, though. And they gave her life. She's a black woman.
And that was wrong, and I guess that goes to my point. We just got to know our laws.
But the law, we do know the law. We know stand your ground. If it was a black man that fell down from a violent push and shot a white man, he'd be in jail right now.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That goes to his point. That goes to his point about playing chess and not checkers. Mm-hmm. Playing chess and not checkers, meaning that if somebody's in my wife's face and all that, I'm gonna play chess. I'm not going to just go right up. I'm just not going to go right up and shove him because I'm going to think I'm in Florida. He more than likely for him to act that way has a gun.
But okay,
if I'm in Florida and somebody throws a bottle in my direction, I'm shooting his ass. Point blank, because the law states if I feel like my life's threatened.
Okay, but if you're not, what if you're not in Florida though? What if you right there in Georgia? What if you right there in Georgia?
I got to follow the law. Like I said, that's why so many black men in prison right now not knowing the law.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, no. Here's my question to you, Floridian. Now, when the man comes out of the store and he sees the European bantering with his wife, so whatever he overheard him saying to his wife and children in the car was enough to make him walk over there and push him down. Was he standing his ground for his family?
Yes.
Do we see that?
He wasn't.
Okay.
Why wasn't he?
He wasn't standing his ground. Like I said, he was in my wife's face. But I'm not going to put no hands on nobody. I was taught that as a kid. As an adult, I'm still not going to put hands on nobody. Okay. But if I feel like my life is threatened, I'm going to shoot you in Florida. I'm from Georgia. I can't do that in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. But see, everybody, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is built different.
Right, and now he's built dead.
That's okay, though.
And that's not okay. His kids are growing up without their father. She doesn't have her husband. That's not okay.
Well, for him,
it's not okay.
But he thought what he did was protecting.
But go back what you said. But that's okay. It's not okay.
But in his instant, for him to do that, he thought at the moment, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, because he did not think he was going to get shot.
Exactly.
And
but he was defending his wife.
And I'm sure if he was given a second thought and he knew that if I go shove this guy, he's going to shoot me, I'm not shoving him.
But that's my point. Is he standing his ground for his family that this dude is barking on his...
Yeah, I got that. The he's barking on my wife.
I hear you saying you got that, but is that valid in that situation to get him off of whatever mindset he's on and barking at my family?
I got it. Again, you use your brain and playing chess. The end result is I don't want this guy in my wife's face bothering her. I have to protect her. That's my job. I'm walking out.
And my kids.
My kids.
So I'm pushing this man down.
I'm not going. Again, I'm going to get between them first.
Let's go.
I'm going to walk and stand between them first.
Okay.
I'm not going to go right up to him and shove him.
Okay.
I'm going to go stand no matter what he's saying.
Do you agree with that, Floridian?
I'm from Georgia, down from ATL, but this is the thing I don't agree with. It wasn't that he pushed him what got him shot. It's after he pushed him, he took a step towards him. I'm not going to do that.
No, I think when he drew the gun and he was hands up, like, you know, I don't want the rest of this.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I would walk in between, protecting my wife and my kids. Hey, you can't talk to her that way. What's going on? Talk to me that way.
And that's you. My man did it the way he did it.
And he's dead.
Right.
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 But I just want to play devil's advocate. I hate to go off topic.
Never play the devil. Just say what you mean.
Exactly.
If it was a black man, do you think that guy would have pushed him down?
Yeah, I think the same thing would have happened.
If it was another brother, the brother wouldn't have cared if she parked in a handicapped spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you true that. I agree.
I mean, again, that's part of what I'm saying. We know what that's about.
But they say that dude has been there all the time starting stuff, and the guy that owned the store told him to cut it out.
Right.
And he's still doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The family didn't know that, though.
They after us every day down here. And it's like I said, it goes back to men know the laws.
Listen to what you just said. You in the South, and they after you every day, right? That's what you just said, right?
Yes.
So when do you put your feet down and say enough is enough?
Yeah, but I'm going to know the law, though. I'm not going
to but that's what I'm saying. You can't. We can't fight every fight. Everybody's going to end up dead.
Why can't you?
Because
we need some martyrs out here. We need some soldiers.
Okay, then you go be a martyr and you die, but I'm going to live.
I'm getting to that point. Well, yeah,
you're getting to that point, but you don't have.
You can't tell me.
No, nobody. You could do what you want to do.
Exactly. So you can't tell me how I feel, how to react in a certain situation, because I'm gonna react in a situation different than you. I'm not gonna do the Martin Luther King. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, that's your choice.
I'll go to Malcolm X by any means necessary.
And they both were assassinated.
Exactly.
So it don't matter what lane we in.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Because
you're
the one in the lane. You have control of. You're in the lane.
No, I'm saying when you go Malcolm and Martin, they both were assassinated. So that is the end result. So if we already know what the end result is, do we go hard now or do we go hard later? That's all I'm saying.
I think you go hard at the time when you need to. When somebody's threatening you, and you have to protect your family. All right. I don't think you need. Yeah. Thank you, caller.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
So I think as a man, all right, Jeff wants to do his way. I'm going to do mine my way. You're going to do yours your way. Just like when you got pulled over and you told the cop, you were telling him what he was doing. You had a different conversation than Jeff had with his cop. You said, hey, man, go ahead and run in. I know what you're going to do. I saw you down there. I saw you pull me over. I saw you make the U-turn. Go ahead. The screen's going to come back green. Okay. He said, all right, I'll see you later. Mm-hmm. And Jeff's going to have his way, and I'm going to turn my car off, pull down all my windows, put my hands up so they can see it, and ask them and let them know I'm going to go and get my wallet, give you my license.
But see, that in that situation, that was task force. So they just came out of nowhere on me. So when I just broke down the route that I was taking to get where I was going, he just sit there and looked at me and pondered me and just was like, okay, I believe you.
Right, but you were calm. You weren't yelling at him. You didn't have.
Because I know who he is. I know he's task force. He's gang. He's drugs. He's weapons. I know who this person is. I know who this car is.
Yeah, you know who you're dealing with.
I know who this car is, and I know I'm in a war zone right now as he's pulling me over.
Right, and you
like,
know
nigga, we both need to get out of here.
And you know he's got backup coming. Caller.
Oh my nose. No. Dear no.
What up?
Almighty no. We come to you today, no, to give us the strength of 10 million noses to deal with the oppressor.
Shamalama booger.
Can I get a gazoon tyke in this motherfucker?
Gazoon tight.
Gazoon tyke. Hallelujah. Oh my nose. What's up, Lou?
What's up, man?
Nosalooya.
We need some spirituality, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's your take on this conversation?
Man, man, I like to tell you like this, Lou.
when on my first day going to kindergarten when I was a young boy, man.
I didn't know Kenny had a garden.
Funny.
My mama said to me, she said, look, you live in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? These kids out here, some of them nice, some of them rough, man. I want you to understand one thing. Don't start nothing with nobody, but if they start with you and they put their hands on you, then you finish that shit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, my point is, when motherfucking, there's a time to be peaceful and there's a time to be diplomatic and negotiate. But then there's a time when you got to pull your pants up, strap up your belt real tight, nigga, and go to war with a nigga. You know what I'm saying, Luke?
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the end of the day, black people in America, you've been through a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And you are a minority group by numbers behind these lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, you don't know how to play the game. You're too spiritual. You've been misled. A long time ago, Europeans gave you a Bible and told you to read this motherfucker, and maybe one day you can get into heaven and shit and bathe the feet of a white man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's okay to be spiritual, but right now ain't that time. You got to cut that shit out, man, and understand how the world works. In this world you live in, you got to have allies. American Europeans have allies. They have Canada. They got fucking Europe. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When they motherfucking told all them Europeans to come over here because we about to conquer the West and get rid of them motherfucking Indians and shit, they brought millions of Europeans over here. See how they work?
Yep.
So you niggas don't do that. You ain't got no pipeline with Africa. You know what I'm saying? All the Caribbean islands and shit. The white man own all that shit, or he control it through the money system. And you niggas is still talking about what the white man doing and what the white man talking about, and he shot another nigga. Well, what you gonna do about it, nigga? Huh?
There you go.
You gonna motherfucking allow him to do that shit? You just gonna motherfucking be on the sideline and be like, ooh, did you see that? Damn. What you gonna do? Am I too deep, Luke?
No, I'm listening.
Like the perfect.
That's my point right there, man. It's like motherfucking at the end of the day, man, bro, if you don't got no institution, if you ain't got no motherfucking land, if you don't control no resources, if you ain't got no pipeline for trade, nigga, you fucked, nigga. Just like in Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Inglewood, Atlanta, Georgia, white people say you niggas gotta go. Guess what, nigga? Pack your shit, nigga. You gotta go. We putting Starbucks right here, nigga. What you gonna do?
Yep,
huh?
that's true.
Why y'all niggas quiet on me, man?
No, we just listening to you.
Pondering it. I know what you're saying.
This is one of the few times you make sense, so we're listening to
Hey,
you.
man, you gotta have strategy, man. You gotta have niggas in the street. You gotta have niggas in the motherfucking office buildings. You gotta have niggas in entertainment. Black people, man, you gotta motherfucking link all your motherfucking dots together, man, and centralize them shits into a foundation. You don't do that shit, though. You got niggas over here talking about, nigga, I got mine, nigga. I got mine.
Yeah, get
you
yours.
got bitches over here talking about motherfucking, I'm a bounce bitch. I'm a bounce bitch. I don't fuck with no broke niggas. But baby girl, that broke nigga might be the next motherfucking Martin Luther King for all you motherfucking know, but you ain't fucking with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, right now, the true test is getting ready to come up in the NFL. Jerry Jones already told them, you niggas coming out, y'all not staying in the locker room. Y'all coming out and y'all putting y'all toe on the line and you putting your hand over your heart. So
that's called brainwashing right there.
Yeah. So now all them motherfuckers, they doing it now. It's a choice now. It's like, okay, I either do this or I deal with the repercussions, lose my money, not get paid and all that. So sometimes we got to go beyond that. Sometimes we got to step, like you said, collectively in the NFL is 70% black. If all the NFL players, black players, got together on the same page, they can shut the NFL down.
But John, them niggas, they ain't built like that, man.
Exactly, and that's the point that I'm trying to make.
But you just said...
That's why I tell nigga, man, look, bro, just because you see a nigga in a Benz or you see a nigga in a fucking Aston Martin or Lambo, that don't mean that nigga's a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like you said, Jeff, I can't tell you how you should act and react. You can't tell them that. You can't tell those NFL guys what they should do and how they should react.
Yeah.
You can't tell them that.
When it comes to inequality and justice, and they want to have police reform, and you telling and the owner is specifically telling you, yo, y'all cannot stay in the locker room. You have to come out there. It's mandatory because Trump has changed the narrative. So at what point do you take a stand? What point as a black man do you take a stand and say, fuck this shit? It ain't about money. This is what we protesting about. And you motherfuckers is going to respect that shit because it's 70% of us in the NFL. We can shut this motherfucker down.
And Lou, Trump told the Europeans and shit to wild out on these niggas. And the Europeans and shit came to order on that shit and say, we got you. But where's the black leadership that motherfucking tells that unites black men to motherfucking do your motherfucking thing, nigga? Let your nuts hang, nigga.
Yeah.
Why you motherfuckers is always like, well, you know, I'm trying to get this motherfucking new house and shit down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the new Rari just came out. That's why them niggas NFL, that's why the player union is so fucking shitty, man. Because all them niggas can't even motherfucking put their money together and motherfucking stay on strike and shit to get a deal that works for them. And they getting fucked in their ass every time they go out there and play any fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Why can't the motherfucker stand up and say, yo, it ain't about the motherfucker. We're not disrespecting the country. We're not disrespecting the flag. Trump changed the narrative. If all of the motherfuckers had balls, they'll all go to the 50-yard line and sit down while the anthem is being played and say, motherfucker, we taking a seat. And then get up and go to the podium because they have access to media. They can go on all these sports talk shows and say, yo, this is what I did. I respect the flag. I respect the country. I respect law enforcement. I took a seat purposely on the 50-yard line to disrespect Trump and Mike Pence. That's why I did that, because they're not going to change the narrative from where we came. But all these motherfuckers is so wrapped up. It's like, I got this money. I just got this check. I got to keep this because my family.
They wrapped up in taking care of their family.
That's the whole thing. Everybody's always wrapped up taking care of their family.
You're going to take care of your great-grandchildren.
Hey.
You're going to take care of your great-grandchildren, man.
Hey, man, listen. You can't tell another man his mom is hungry, his kid is hungry, he's hungry, he's got to eat.
What the fuck is the purpose of a leader then, Lou? If you're going to sit here and you're going to have Marcus Garvey or Nat Turner or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or motherfucking Minister Farrakhan, what the fuck we need all these niggas for? Fuck y'all niggas, man. Hey, Lou said motherfucking, hey, I got to motherfucking take care of mine, right? Fuck the unification shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right.
And that's why we keep getting fucked in the ass. That's why every year it come up and like, yo, it's going to be another NFL season. What y'all going to do? Oh, the players going to continue to play, but I'm not going to watch it.
All right. Hey, man, thanks for calling.
Hey, Lou, let me tell you something, man. At the end of the motherfucking day, bro, this shit is about principles. It's about code. It's about honor. It's about balls, nigga. And I don't give a fuck how much money you make, nigga. Your money don't
I understand that.
It don't buy no balls. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. But you
gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to motherfucking deal with the consequences of having balls, nigga. Even if you gotta go to prison, or you gotta lose your job.
Okay, first of all, you're building your business. You're continually building your business, and there's certain sacrifices you have to make sure that you continue to feed yourself and take care of your family, and so your hard work can pay off. Is that correct?
Yes, Lou, and you know how fucking long it took me just to get this motherfucking little bit I got, nigga. You know how many times I told white people to kiss my ass?
Okay, so if some other brothers...
I would have been further along if I would have capitulated to white people and shit 10 years ago.
Thank you.
And if some brothers came to you and say, hey, man, listen, give up those routes you have for us because they not giving us routes. Are you doing that?
What you say, routes?
Or whatever the route that you take.
Talking about? Oh, okay. You talking about some truck and shit.
Right.
Well, all right, what's your question?
Question is, if you got some brothers come up and say, hey, man, look, fight the fight with us, stop serving them and until they act right with us. They're not taking care of us. Are you going to stop that and then you don't eat?
Yeah, I will.
Bro,
I stand with
if the organization is organized right and niggas is about this shit for real, nigga, I'm down because at the end of the motherfucking day, like, nigga, I can't motherfucking be comfortable in America if niggas is going through this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
I can't live like that, bro. Because if this shit can happen to motherfucking Henry Gates Lewis and shit, or if this shit can happen to motherfucking Taraji P. Henson's son, or if a motherfucker get killed and shit selling cigarettes, nigga, it can happen to me. It can happen to my fucking children. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And plus, nigga, what type of man would I be to put my dick inside of a black woman if I can't even fucking protect her, nigga?
Now, see.
Facts.
Okay, but here, let me hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
No, hold up. Hear what you're saying and listen to the strength you're saying that you can't do this, you can't do that. I got to do this as a black man. But yet you won't take a step back and compromise with your baby's mama so y'all can function and take care of the daughter. What sense?
Hey,
so why don't you do? See, this is what I'm saying about. This is
right,
what I'm saying about us
Let me tell you something right there.
arguing.
Because you think you about to walk off and shit with the game-winning shot, right?
No.
But
I'm just asking you.
Lou. Guess what, Lou? I just gave her $450 last week, and I gave her $450 this morning for both of my children to have school clothes and school supplies. And I sent her a text message saying that, look, at the end of the motherfucking day, I don't want a motherfucker have to go through my life and shit being mad at you.
Good.
So I'm gonna just put it out there and let you know that I forgive you for what you did.
I'm glad you got to that point, and I can totally respect that. And that's what I'm saying. That's where the fight starts. It starts inside with you and your kids and your kids' mom, and putting that on a good page so they can function, and then you continue to fight. You maintain your business. It starts within. You can't go out and fight everybody's battle.
It does start within, Lou, but it gets conflicted when motherfucking, you educated by Europeans, you speaking a European language, you worshiping a European god, you dressing like a fucking European, you eating European food, killing your motherfucking self every goddamn day, and when your motherfucking ass is under attack, your uncle saying one thing, your goddamn brother saying another thing, your baby mama saying some other shit, niggas is all over the fucking place. You know what I mean?
Well, let's hopefully.
So this is the fucking. Oh, go ahead, man. Look, I tell you what, man. I done said enough, man. I'll let y'all niggas ride, man. I got love for y'all niggas, man.
All right.
Sweet.
Now, here we say, I just found out having lunch with some colleagues of mine that all it took for me to just say, I was sorry. I ain't worked in damn near 4 years. Mm-hmm. But had I said I'm sorry for what I did in aggression, I'll still be working. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, that's all it took? It's like, yeah, man, he just wanted to apologize. Well, he can suck my dick. Mm-hmm. Fuck that motherfucker. How you gonna come at me this way, and then I'm supposed to apologize to you? Fuck that. But I'm doing good though. I'm hustling the way I'm supposed to do.
But you would be happier.
Not necessarily.
You would be functioning better.
Not necessarily.
All right.
I'd be probably under more stress.
And your pride, you just say you can't say I'm sorry and keep it moving.
No.
Okay.
Not in that instance.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. To you, it is.
Yes.
To you, it is.
Yes.
I'm not going to kowtow and bow down.
You're not kowtowing. You're just saying I'm sorry and you keep it moving so you can feed your family and take care of yourself.
What am I saying I'm sorry for?
Whatever they need. It's not a reflection of you.
It is.
The main thing in life is to feed your family, take care of yourself, and maintain your healthy happiness.
I'm going to still feed my family.
You don't have to be walking around with a gun, being so frustrated, so angry.
If that's the means of me feeding my family,
but
I'm going to do that.
So you're saying you'd rather do that than just throwing away a sorry to somebody that needs it?
Yes.
Well, that's ridiculous.
To you, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Just like me getting a tattoo at 9 is ridiculous.
That I don't believe. So that doesn't mean ridiculous. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. We're not cut from the same fabric. You would have said I'm sorry. I wouldn't have. And I didn't. And that's when we went to lunch. He was like, yo, man, that's all he was waiting for you to come in there and say. It was like, yo, I apologize. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, man. That was it.
You could then I guess you just stay angry. I don't understand
That's all right, though.
323-293-3375.
What?
323-293-3375. That's a good question. Would you say you're sorry, or would you say no? I'm not saying I'm sorry, because so I can get up and go to work in the morning, or it's their game.
So okay. So another thing, hypothetically, your son is on the Cowboys, and he's like, Dad, I want to take a knee, but Jerry Jones says I can't, and if I do, he's gonna suspend me. What should I do?
Well, the thing is, hopefully he's put his money away. He's invested. That's a choice. If he's married, that's something he would talk to his wife about.
You got grandkids and all of that. And he comes, but he's coming to you as his dad and say, I need a little guidance in this. My heart is telling me to go this way. I wanted to, because of the cause,
Well, what's another way? Well, you have to look at it realistically.
As Jerry Jones said from the beginning, there is no other way. There's no compromise.
Well, then you got to look at Cap's situation. He hasn't played. He's not playing. You have to decide that if that's so more important to you to not play the game you love, then you make that choice.
Okay, cool.
I'll support you, but you make that choice.
Okay.
I suggest you keep making your money, put it away, and help in a different way. Open up a school. Yes, caller.
This is Dr. Tooman.
Uncle Al.
I thought we blocked him.
Man, I'm gonna have to. You got to let me know when you're coming on, man, because I'm gonna have to unsubscribe. I'm been tired of poetess reminding me of when you're coming in. I wouldn't attend the goddamn fucking call, but I tuned into this show and it's very interesting, Louis. Now, the first question I want to ask you: when you were talking about the spitting in the face?
Yes, sir.
You said that's assault, and you would go to the law and prosecute.
I would say, here's the thing. If there are witnesses around, yes, I'm calling the guy. If it's just him and I, it's different. If it's just him and I, nobody else around, that's different. If there's no witnesses, just him and I, that's going to be a different situation. But if it's around people, witnesses.
What's different? A spit in the face?
No, it's just him and I. There's no witnesses. So he's going to get what he's going to get.
Okay, so
if it's witnesses around, then I'm calling the cops. He's getting arrested.
Then the witnesses can attest to say, well, no, he spit in his face. So yeah,
okay,
he got what he deserved.
It's been witnesses around with the police shooting us and people are getting killed. You actually think you could prosecute a white man for spitting in your face?
Yes, but I'm not going. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be in that situation to where.
But you going to say
you don't know what situation you'll end up in.
Off.
First of all, just like the sister was on, they mentioned this good points in the chat room. The sister on the train didn't know that she was going to get stabbed that quickly. People don't know what's going to happen to somebody. Could just walk by and spit in your face, and you totally unexpected just because you're black.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Trump and brought these motherfuckers and pretty much put us back in the 50s and 60s. So when they happen, maybe they ain't happen to you. But I ask you this, if the police got down, I remember your kid, I think you got a boy and a girl. If the police killed your boy, you going to still hold the views that you hold now? If they just gunned them down in front of the world and the cops got off, what are you going to do then?
But I'm going to pursue the law. I'm going to just,
but he just said it and get away with it, though.
But he's talking about something, you're talking about something, you're asking me emotionally, what would I do? I would go through the stages of grief. I would go through what any normal thinking person would go through. I'd be in pain. I'd be angry. I'd be mad. I'd go through acceptance. I'd go through all the stages of grief that you would go through if that happened. That's natural.
No, he's saying, would you change your view on the situation?
Of course, anything that you go through in life is going to change. We're changing every day. So if a situation happens, I had to change my view about marriage after my divorce. I had to change my view about my kids after they got a certain age because they didn't act the same. I have to treat Lewis and Peyton differently now because they're grown. I have to listen to them more. So we're constantly changing. I'm older now, so I'm going to think more. I'm going to not put myself in certain situations.
Okay.
I'm going to come home at a certain time.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, make it more simplified. Like in Chicago, on the subway, you hearing a white guy calling black women nigga bitches and all of that, getting in their face, calling them nigga bitches, and you standing there as a black man.
Right,
Is your concern? Well, let me just get home.
No, I'm going to stand between. Again, like I said, I'm going to stand between them and protect the sister and look at him and say, that's not happening. If you're going to throw those things, they got to come through me. I'm going to look at her and ask her, are you okay?
And let me ask Jeff, does it make a difference if a white man says it or if a black man is sitting there calling her nigga bitches?
Great point.
No.
Great point.
It's the same thing. Any person of color.
So that's why I say my position is you stand between them and you protect the sister or the weaker person. Hey, are you okay? Hey, listen, let's go over here. I'm going to remove you from this situation.
Yeah, well,
that's what you do.
My thing is, the way I've always been is my people are everything is cause and effect. My people we ain't proactive. We sit back and wait for somebody to do something to us, but it's time to start being proactive. You ain't got to let nobody do. You know what needs to be done, man. And you can sit up and it's taking care of my family and your kids. You know, the guy got killed and we let his kid. Well, Martin Luther King, Malcolm left their goddamn kids. Sometimes it's better to got them to go on up out of here, man, if you leaving a better example for somebody, because you ain't doing it but passing on the debt to your grandkids, your great-grandkids. I don't want none of my grandkids to be still standing around here when one of my brothers gets blown away in the street and all I can do is ask you not to stop. You raped my goddamn woman and all I can do is ask you not to stop. I am tired of the bitch-attery and my motherfucking people.
There you go.
How do you spell that?
Bitch-attery.
Bitch-attery.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I say this season in the NFL, the players, they have the power.
It's not about it. It's about us.
They have the power. They have the power to bring the narrative back to where it first
and we
started.
have the power to make sure our kids get their education, go to school, learn about who they are.
But we learn in their education, though.
Wait a minute. Educated with what?
They teaching us their education.
Go be a fucking lawyer.
They teaching us their culture.
It's America's culture, and you can learn about your history. You can go to historic. You can send. We can send our kids to historical black colleges. Are historical black colleges teaching them?
I'm glad you brought that up because I was about to break. Man, if you as close as you is with Bill Cosby, and you see what them motherfuckers did to that man, and you still got faith in this judicial system, I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't know what to say to you at all. Because even if he did, that shit was legal at the time, and they lynched this motherfucker. And ain't nobody did nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing. And you still putting, I'll go press charges if a white man spits in my face instead of breaking that cracker's neck.
That part.
Uncle Al.
Well, thank you for the call, man.
Thank you too, Louis. But
I'll be there Wednesday.
On board. All I'm saying is if you ain't with us, then don't be against us, because every goddamn revolution, every black revolution that was ever done, it was torn down. Even in slavery, it was always brought down by another nigga. So if you ain't going to get in the streets with us and do what to help us with this, please don't goddamn go tell on us, man. Please don't go do that.
Don't tell on us.
Just sit on the motherfucking sideline, and hopefully we'll make the world safer for you too.
No, you said the key word. We got to stop becoming proactive, man.
Hey, man, it's the majestic, melanated male against the pale, frail male.
We got to stop letting them.
Are you going to carry the pail?
Wait till they do something. I mean, goddamn, I spend a lot of time by myself, and I know what I'm capable of doing when I'm by myself, man. And it ain't just sitting around waiting for somebody to do something to me that's been fucking my people around for goddamn generations.
I feel you, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Take care.
All right, so let's lighten up the mood a little bit.
Fuck that shit. It's on.
Before we went to break, we were talking about how to handle situations, and this is kind of, in that lane. And so there was the McDonald's situation that happened where the little petite, cute Instagram girl went in there trying to get her some soda out of a water cup, and Big Mama wasn't having it. And I have the video here for those who have not seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you done did it now, honey. Uh-huh. You done did it now. Uh-huh. Oh, sit down right here, bitch.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Watch the one in the blue. The kitty came out. There you go.
Please, Rosa, stop. Rosa, no.
Oh, I didn't know two of them was beating her up.
No. You want to make whooping, huh? You want to make whooping on your burger? Oh, okay, well. That's
that was her mama.
See, she's still coming back for more. See, that's what I'm saying.
That bitch didn't get enough. She didn't even get enough. She got beat twice.
See, that's the thing
I didn't know two of them were involved. I didn't see the whole video.
That's the thing. You think you can start something and you can throw something at it and nobody's supposed to react to you. Motherfuckers ain't having that shit in 2018.
Yeah.
You think you can just throw something at somebody now and a motherfucker just gonna just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna sit here, call the police on you. No. You gonna catch all this now.
Yeah.
Well, I just make sure I won't go to that McDonald's and get some soda. Make sure I take an old cup. Well,
they just cut the machine off on them. Bitch got mad through a shake.
Mm-hmm.
A McDonald's shake costs a lot of money.
The time is here. The time is now, man. I mean, I don't want to get away the code over the air, but you know, that's why I've been a little bit silent. But hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. The temperature outside is
man.
hot, yo. I'm telling you, it's hot.
Well, just be safe out there.
We beyond safe.
Mm-hmm. Just be.
It's like being a brother at the light. I guess he was looking at the video on the phone, and he looking at me. He rolled his window down. I rolled my window. He said, "Are they serious?" I said, "They serious." He said, "Okay. We like-minded. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Brothers is linking up in ways they ain't been linked up before, it's tired. It's just, you know, like you say, you want to raise your family and all that, but if something happened to your family, we're an extended family and we're a small family, and it hurts to see that. And then you see these mothers come over there and they lost their kid and no charges is going to be that. Like,
it's all these videos is going viral now of all this shit that's happening to us daily, nightly,
it's tough.
Every motherfucking moment. Motherfuckers is just come out the woodwork talking shit now. I'm reiterating again. They went verbal to physical. And we just supposed to constantly just say, okay, cool. All right, I'm going to take this one. Next time, no.
And it's no matter where you go, it's like you're not supposed to be here. You know, it's like, hey, look, can I help you? So let's keep it pushing.
I ignore them.
Keep it pushing.
I ignore them when I walk in and they don't think I should be there, and I just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep walking.
And then when they jump in your face,
use my key.
Oh, okay.
And when they jump, they don't jump in my face.
Okay.
See, that's a difference of the way you carry yourself. They don't jump in my face.
No, I feel you. That's how I carry myself.
You know, they ain't jumping in my face. And that's the thing. It's a certain way, as a black man, you can carry yourself to where they know they shouldn't be jumping in your face.
But, I mean, you listen to it. Ain't you had enough of it, though?
What do you mean?
Being suppressed, seeing what we going through on a day in, day out basis, it don't affect you.
This is life. It's called. That's why we're living. We're living life, and and nobody said life was easy.
Exactly. So
I'm not going to let it affect me to where I can't function. I got to function. I can't hide. Got to get up. You got to go through it
every day.
I mean, all that is valid, but it's just the walls are closing in.
I mean, and you understand that and you recognize that.
The walls are closing in.
You know, and you recognize that and you try to anchor the people that you love with the necessary tools to fight.
But everything ain't a compromise.
But I'll say, being here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of brothers, you know, they out here woofing that Hollywood shit and all that. But y'all ain't from here. Y'all out of town and niggas living in the valley.
Exactly.
Right.
Y'all don't come on this side, so y'all don't even know how it really go.
They can't. They can't. Can you walk in a liquor store and people know that you should be in there?
Oh yeah, they know.
So that's what I'm saying.
Move.
It's like I lived in the jungle.
Yeah, you know. I know you know.
So
I know you know.
That's what I'm saying. Is I can function. I can function in the jungle and I can function in the valley.
I see it every night when I work at the Dime hip hop spot. I see it every night. Hollywood niggas come up in there. They got love for me. Yo, my man, what's up, yo? Nothing, man. What's up? How looking at tonight? Stugged out tonight, nigga. Stugged out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah? They in there 2 minutes. They coming right back out. Oh, yeah, it's a little too thuggish for me.
Mm-hmm.
Told you it was thugged out.
Oh, I get them calls. Hey, T, we see such and such and such. Let him go. Mm-hmm. Man, you serious? Man, let him go.
You know how many Hollywood niggas?
But I don't say nothing. I just, you know.
Thank you. You know how many Hollywood niggas that have gotten fucked up there, falling asleep, and them thug niggas is like, this a mark right here? I'm like, no, nigga, that's my peeps right there. Get a nigga a pass, yo.
But see, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Going through L.A. during the years that we were here, you had to respect them. You had to, when you thought that you were too good, if you too good to speak to them, they remember that. They remember when you, because I know the ones that come up to me, remember, hey, what's up, how you doing? They hug you and give you love because
All
you
the time,
spoke
yeah.
to them and you gave them love when they were sitting down and you weren't too famous, quote unquote, to not speak to them.
I get that call too. Man, you fuck with that big nose nigga. Man, leave him alone, man.
Hilarious.
I get that call too.
Hilarious.
Exactly. You still fucking with... Yeah, man, yo, get that nigga a pass tonight, man. That nigga riding through ain't gonna get
I earned my passes. I earned my passes.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That jungle, you know.
Right.
You know that energy. You know how it flow. You know how it move. You know when don't cross
Make
there.
that right. You know when you got to make that right.
No.
Like, yo, this is not this. I should not be going down that street. All right, they going, and when
Ooh, they feeling the kind of way down there.
Yeah, when and a girl walk in front of your car, you know it's a setup. You like, no, all right, I ain't slowing down. Good try, girl.
That double light, I'm running that.
Yeah, good try. I ain't sitting, no.
That 23-minute light?
Keep
Man,
bouncing.
come on,
no,
man.
No, I'm turning right. I know. That was you know how many lives that saved? You can turn right on red. How many lives that saved in the hood? You can turn right on red. Yo, call it.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
Long time no see.
Who's this?
This is Sylvester out of Orlando.
Hey, what up, Sylvester? How you been, man?
Change that law.
I don't hear no boxes. What's going on?
Yeah.
Man, yo. The box game. I think the box game over.
I know. I don't hear nothing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think the box game is over. We delivering people now.
Delivering people?
Man.
Yeah. Doing the Uber thing.
How's the family?
Okay.
I'm Lou Dix, but I'm getting paid for it, you know?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's funny.
I didn't get that. What does that mean?
You taking your kids around.
You take kids around.
Got you. And you're right. I do feel like that. Dad, you ready? Yo, man, take Uber. So how's the family and everybody?
The family is great. Other than me being injured with the leg, hurt my knee.
On the job?
Other than that, yeah, I'm on the job.
Oh, man.
You suing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He said that straight up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They pushed me too far.
Are they giving you hell about your workers' comp and, all your paperwork and all that? Are they?
Man, HE double hockey stick.
Okay. Got you.
I think they turned it down. They turned it down before I even started, so I had to get a lawyer. It's like, oh, come on, y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
See, that's another situation we're dealing with, too.
Yeah. They don't want to give it. They feel that that's that free money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got to take you through a series of tests and all that shit.
They don't even want to do that, man. They don't want to even do that. They want to try to wait you out and make you just quit.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what you think of the conversation? You been listening to the show. What you think of the conversation?
Man, I didn't get all of it, but from what I've gathered, I might agree with Lou Dix on this one.
Mm-hmm.
They not, stuff just don't really come your way unless you ask for it. And when stuff do, you have to make a decision of what you gonna do. And you have to weigh out all the thoughts, man. Like the Chappelle show, when keeping it real goes wrong. If you're gonna keep it real, it might go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
So, man, I'm in Florida, man. I expect everybody to have a gun.
Right.
Exactly.
So if somebody tripping, okay, this dude got a gun. So if I'm gonna do something, the next thing I need to do is go for his gun before he do,
Mm-hmm.
or go for mine.
Do you have a gun in Florida?
Man, do you know how easy it is to get a gun in Florida?
No, I don't live in Florida. I'm asking.
Internet.
Okay.
I got my stuff off the internet. All I had to do was go to a gun range and shoot a target just shoot a target 6 times.
Now, do you have a concealed carry permit?
I'm telling you, I did it over the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's that easy.
Wow.
Somebody on Facebook today was saying, "Oh, if I was living in Florida, I'd be so scared." For what? I'm most scared of where you living at. Why you still live at in Michigan?
So you feel more protected with your peace?
Absolutely. Of course, you just have to be wise. First of all, y'all already know I'm a Christian, so I don't ever plan on using it. But if I have to, I will. But it's, just like people like what's his name? The dude that killed Trayvon. Of course, you get that power.
Zimmerman.
You feel that power. Zimmerman. Yeah, you feel a power. It's like it's like a dude that's skinny to a dude that's swole up. You know you got something, and somebody go to tripping.
Well, Christians bust their guns, so I don't know what kind of Christian you are. I don't know.
So you in favor of that? You in favor of that stand your ground law?
I think the stand your ground law just needs to be revised a little bit to the point where you have to announce, hey, man, I got my gun, so you need to leave me alone. Instead of just being secretive about it and halfway getting beat up or get pushed, and then you pull out your gun and shoot somebody. Now you need to announce. Just like the cops need to announce they're a cop.
That's a good point.
That's all it needs.
That's a good. I agree with that. Yeah, because then they can make a choice. Then if they want to keep coming at you.
Yeah.
Yep. Well.
What if you don't have a gun and you bluff it?
Hey.
Well, that means that law is so tricky though, because it's like if I start the confrontation with you, and I'm getting the best of you, then you turn the tables on me. Then I could turn the tables easily back on you. So it's kind of like a tricky law.
Right.
The stand your ground law. It really is. But I mean,
it's like a duel at high noon.
Yeah, that makes more sense to you now that you said if it's revised. If you make the announcement and say, "Yo, I have a concealed weapon,"
or at least say I'm standing my ground right now. At this point, I'm standing my ground.
Right.
Well, he would say, "I'm a Christian and I have my gun."
Exactly.
Hey, I would say,
and I'm an atheist. Bam.
Hey. In Jesus' name, you better leave me alone.
Hilarious.
That's my announcement.
In Jesus' name, you better leave me alone.
Or you gonna see him. Do you want to see me?
And the Bible says, take these bullets
Hilarious.
With you. Hey, the Bible says it's a time to kill. It's a time to be nice. Hey. Sometimes you got to protect your family.
That's hilarious. Hey, listen, man. Go ahead. No,
man.
Go ahead. We keep cutting each other off. I'm glad your family's well. Hope you heal better. I mean, you just keep healing.
And man, ride that injury out, man. Get that money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, absolutely.
You got a brace.
Honestly, man, the worst thing about it is I wanted to go back to work. That's really what I want to do. I didn't want to have to sue and all that stuff and, mess around. Even when it happens, like, okay, man, I got to get better. I got to get back to work. Just having goals and stuff that I want in life, that's what, as a man, that's what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing.
No, you're right.
But since I've been off, it's like, okay.
How long you been off?
Let me get
How long you been off?
Man, I've been off for 4 months.
Okay.
It's a long time.
Trying to listen to y'all. Y'all been jumping around for 4 months, too. From 12 in the morning to 12 at night to 5. I just look up and y'all on.
Shut up before we call your old job and tell him you lying.
Hey, call him.
So that nigga was playing
Which
basketball the other
You
day.
put pressure on
All
us.
you know is about some boxes. I did that on purpose with y'all. All y'all know is about some boxes. It might be Amazon. It might be the postal service. Y'all don't know.
He did it on purpose because he know Lewis a snitch.
Right.
Yeah. His mouth be closed, but his nose will tell everything.
Oh, wow. He smelled you out. There you go.
All right, man. Hey, man, take care, man. Hope you
Sylvester.
Hope you fall on your other leg. Take care,
Hope
Sylvester.
your nose never bleeds. Hope your nose never bleeds.
Oh, wow. That was dating material.
So I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
It's been a fun show.
Really, Lou?
Yeah.
You don't feel defeated?
No, why would I feel defeated?
Because everybody was.
Let me start.
Sylvester backed him up.
I'm Lewis Dix.
Okay.
So I don't know why I would
Your
feel
point.
defeated. I don't know why I would feel defeated because other people have opinions. That's fine. I am who I am. So I'm not gonna walk away feeling defeated.
Right.
It's always good to agree to disagree.
I mean that's why you hang out with your boys. So I mean, if you're a real man, you're not feeling defeated because another man feels different than you. That's that new soft stuff.
Really?
This must be an important
Caller.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Eddie from Brooklyn.
What's up, Eddie?
What's up, Eddie?
What's up, son?
What's up, God?
I don't know if y'all remember I called a couple months ago about the chick I was dealing with whose mom kept hitting on me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yo, hold up. First, did you bang the moms?
Nah, that ship is sealed, man.
Okay.
That was a setup.
Yeah, I tried to intervene. The moms wasn't having it. Yeah.
So you're not with them anymore?
Nah, Nah, we just we kind of grew in opposite directions as far as like what we wanted in life, and then my pops told me, if you want to see how a woman is, you look at her mom, and there were certain traits that was kind of spilling over. So
Fair
I
enough.
don't really have the energy for it.
Good for
But
you.
yeah, I've been listening to the conversation, and I'm out in Brooklyn. I'm 26. I work at a law firm. It's a big law firm out here, and the office is segregated. You got the white people on one side of the office, and you got most of the black people on the other side of the office. When the boss is white, when he orders food for the office, like he'll have the white people from marketing and all the other departments go get the food first, and then it seems like the black people go after to get the scraps in a sense. And I look at it like that because I'm on my pro-black shit sometimes.
Right.
When they have office parties, everybody's segregated, and a lot of other scenarios like that, and to the point where it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I asked some of the other black people there, like, yo, y'all don't feel a way that, shit like that happens? And, usually they'll tell me, like, yo, you're looking too deep into it, et cetera, et cetera. And that, it does bother me because it's like, all the jobs that I've had, it's always the black people telling me to do pretty much what Lewis kind of hinting at, which is conforming on an everyday basis. And I understand, like, you want to keep your sense of livelihood, you want to keep making money and things, but my question is, well, not really a question, but I know for me, and from the lineage that I'm from, there's a part of me dies every time I have to conform, or every time that I have to take a back seat to things. And so my question is, so for Lou, like, is there not a piece of you that feels, they say a coward dies 1,000 deaths, a real nigga dies one. Is there not a piece of you that kind of dies every time you find yourself just bowing your head and taking whatever white people give you?
No, that's how
Operation Ostrich.
No, that's how I look at it differently. Because I grew up in Philly with my boys Fat Paul, Peanut Boogie. So my whole existence has always been black, and the people around me. So I don't look at it as bowing my head. I walk in with, again, that's why the main thing for me growing into the man that I was to be Lewis Dix, because I'm Lewis Dix Jr., which means I honor my dad. So it was a thing about me, and I was on the chess team, because that was the first time I was around me and my boy Peanut and Fred and Paul. We were all on the chess team. And that was the first time that we encountered a lot of white people when we used to go on our chess tournaments, because we played on the school team. So we would see the white people, and they used to always look at us like we were weak and couldn't play, and we end up busting their behind and laughing, to where we would get in trouble, and they would say, you guys can't make that much noise. We were like, well, we already won. The game's over. You can't say that. We make a move and get up. Like, no, you have to stay in your seat. So I already encountered that when I was young. And I've always had black mentors. Mr. Russell, I always had a strong black man telling me, hey, this is what's going on. This is what they're thinking. When I worked for Mr. Russell, when I was 12 years old, he used to send me down to the Jewish guys and order all of his products. And they used to try to get on me, and Russell said, no, don't take that. Don't let them try to get over you on like that. So I had to deal with them one-on-one. So I kind of knew what I was dealing with. And then my dad teaching me how to play chess, I was always a move ahead. So it's not, when I walk in a room and it's white people, I'm not bowing my head. I'm walking strong up. When I enter the room, I'm Lewis Dix, and when I leave the room, I'm Lewis Dix.
With a piece of watermelon.
No. And that was interesting because when you bring up watermelon, I was helping this young kid who's a young black man.
You talked about that.
Yeah, with the camp, and he had a watermelon eating contest with all these little white kids. And
That's good for you, though.
And I had to tell him, I was like, hey, man, aren't you offended? Did
he go through with it?
He did. I told him not to, but I didn't participate.
Did he win?
No, it was only 2 little black kids in the camp. All the rest of them were white.
Did they win?
The black kids lost. Oh. I thought that was funny. But no. But to your point, so no, I don't lose a look. Just like you honor the fact that you get up and put on your clothes and walk in that law firm and you're respected for who you are. Yes?
Correct. Yeah.
They seem like they need diversity training in
Right,
their place.
so-
Like I put that on the people who own that firm for it being like that. You guys should
Exactly.
have
Grandma
it should be an environment where you guys are not forced to mix and mingle, but make it more to where it is like that, because that's kind of
but you don't lose. See, that's what I'm saying about your strength that you walk in the morning when you walk in that building. You keep the same strength when you walk out. Because you know you know who you are, and you're not. And no matter what they think about you, you walk in every morning with the cloak of your family and your history, right?
Correct.
And you walk out. So it's the same thing with me. When I walk in that white environment, I'm walking in with the cloak of me. When I'm doing the warm ups and the audience is predominantly white, they go away knowing that my family is important to me when I'm telling my jokes, and that he's really good, he's the best, and he loves his wife and his kids, and that's what they go with. They go away with that image. Now, if they have another, because they start off with a different image, but when they leave, they go out with that was a funny man who loves his family and kids and et cetera, and his kids are educated, and he has a good time. We had a good time with him. So hopefully that'll knock down some of the ignorance that they came in with, and that's what you do. When you walk in that office, you knock down some of the ignorance by how you handle yourself.
And when you walk in that office, Eddie, I want you to get you a bagel smoothie.
Exactly.
And I want you to piss all in their goddamn coffee pot.
Let me ask you this, Eddie. So when he does have those parties and he does have the food and all that, have you ever took the initiative to like walk in and join in when they're eating?
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not asking, like, I don't expect nothing from these white people. My problem is the black people that tell me that I'm too pro-black or whatever, because I'll say, I'm not eating no scraps, or I'm not going to this party where I have to sit in it or be in a certain section segregated from it. Like, I don't participate in the shit, because, like, I see for what it is. At the end of the day, I could say, I'm doing for me and mine, but there's still a part of me that sees the other black people suffering. Well, they don't even know they suffering, but it's just
I feel you on that.
No, they know. What you're doing is you're getting yourself together so you can lead in your firm. That's what you're doing. You're recognizing all these inequalities, and you're realizing that you don't realize it yet, but what's going to happen is you're going to be in a position of power where you're going to make sure that doesn't happen. That's what, and they see that in you. The other black people see that in you, and they cheerlead for you. They recognize that. You're giving them something. They're not feeling a certain way. They're honoring you. You're 26. You don't have kids. You don't have a wife. That's what your energy is. That energy for them. They remember that time. They had that energy at 26.
Not necessarily. Some motherfuckers is
they
going
did.
at some. Niggas getting ready to start a revolution.
Telling me that I need to just join in and participate. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what everybody's saying. I'm just I don't know. Some days I do feel like snapping, and I know if the time came where I was fired or some shit, because they are starting to fire more and more blacks from the company.
Mm-hmm.
I can be fired with my head high because I didn't beg for scraps in a sense. You know what I mean? Like I still, I have my balls at the end of the day.
So when you dress, do you wear a suit?
Sometimes it's casual. I do have meetings with clients that went to pursue cases, so I have to dress up. But
all right,
off and on.
Monday.
No, here's my question, Eddie. In the law firm, do they give you guys like the tougher cases, and they take like the $1 million cases and
actually, what I do, I find cases for the company. So I don't. Okay. I do like research, legal assistant work.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the company makes a lot of money. The raises are
like
trash.
Roman J. Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Trayvon Martin's lawyer for his case works with our company too. The black lawyer. I forgot
Benjamin
his name,
Crump.
But,
Benjamin Crump.
Yeah.
So you've seen him handle himself around them, right?
Well, I've seen even him get turned to cold shoulder. Them not knowing, at first who he is or who he was when he first started coming around. But
now they know who he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and
he gets his respect. Yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing. Is that he's not bowing his head down, but again, he was dealing with what they were throwing at him, and then once he stood on that stage in front of millions of people on CNN and all that, now they look at him differently and they greet him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying about maintaining who you are, and eventually they're going to have to respect you and say, "Hey, man, this is Eddie. He's the one." And they'll applaud you.
Whether they respect you or not, Eddie, just know that your work is not in vain. So
at all,
we feel you.
Great point,
hey, man. And Monday, wear you some Army fatigues to that motherfucker.
No, just do you, man.
And trust me, Army fatigues.
Learn as much as you can, see as much as you can, and we'll let you know when the next meeting is.
Hey, man, Army fatigues would change the whole point of view when you walk in that motherfucker. Don't speak to nobody.
They would say, pick up your check.
Eddie from Brooklyn.
All right, young boy. So
I just say choose your battles wisely. I mean,
for sure.
some cases, yeah, you have to and humble yourself, or just choose your battles.
What's your battle today? What's your battle today?
I don't have any right now. I'm just dealing with taking care of sick parents, and that's the biggest battle I'm dealing with in my life right now.
And that's important to you because they are the most important things to you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And when that's what I'm saying about people get all caught up. It's about your family. It always comes back down to your family and the ones you know who loved you when you.
It's not about being caught up. Like, that's an issue you have to deal with. Like Eddie's dealing with that. He breaking it down, the segregation in the workplace, and then it's still the streets. So it's a continuum in the 24-hour
right,
cycle.
and you have to adjust. Like I was saying, you have to adjust. You can't have just a one-way thinking. You have to adjust. That's what life is about.
Well, some people have the one-way thinking. And the nigga that went in the Trader Joe's, he didn't give a fuck about his grandmama.
And look where he is.
Exactly.
And you don't want to end up there.
Hey, man.
Who wants to end up like him?
Hey, sometimes the ends justify the means.
No. You try what he did. What justification is that? Shooting your grandmother 6 times and shooting
Obviously,
somebody.
You know what? It was a justification for him.
No, it wasn't.
There you go. How you gonna say that? You wasn't in his situation.
Because he shot his grandmother.
Okay.
There's no justification for him.
You said she couldn't cook.
That was a joke.
But you said it.
It was a justification for him to shoot her.
No, it was not.
It was. For him, it was. You got to stop saying that.
No, I don't.
You should.
In his ignorant mind, and
that's his ignorant mind.
And he wasn't thinking clearly.
Obviously he was.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't thinking clear enough because he didn't kill her.
Right now, he gets to think clearly now, sitting in jail.
Hindsight is always 20/20. I don't care what the situation is.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
It's always 20/20.
Good point. Listen, we're way past our time. We'll be back here at 12 noon. Are you coming next week? Or you going to go AWOL again?
I wasn't AWOL. I just didn't put my schedule around your schedule. I was hustling.
Stand your ground and shoot them.
Exactly. I don't need no ground. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you coming next week or what?
If I'm not working, yeah.
All right.
If you do come, please bring the gloves.
Thank you.
This dude.
So can we get that?
What?
Can we get some glove action?
Oh, it's the first round.
Please. See, that's where people make mistakes, man. You
saying handle it.
Don't know.
Handle it a different way.
You always tell people to stay in your lane. You stay in your lane.
When it comes to that,
I'm
good at that. I'm good at that.
That's gloves. Let's put the gloves on.
I didn't have to train with Dan and Green.
That's all right, though.
All right?
That's all right,
I'm just letting you know.
That's all right.
Dan is from Philly.
Huh?
He's from Philly.
That's what I'm saying. So we all boxed in Philly.
That's all right.
So I don't know why people be slipping.
Bring the gloves next week,
I don't know why
Jazzy.
people be slipping.
There you go.
Hey, I don't know why.
Bring the gloves next week, Jazzy.
I'll bring them.
You fight.
I'll fight after. I'll take the winner.
I ain't got to fight.
I'll take the winner. How about that?
That's the first thing.
Malcolm versus Martin.
The back down. I ain't got to fight.
Put the gloves on. Ain't no guns involved.
I'm diplomatic way. I'm just taking this out.
Hey, man.
You in or out?
What?
You want some glove action or what, man?
Man, listen, I don't know what. Hey, he's the one that's angry. He's the one that's angry. I'm not angry.
It's not about being angry.
That's what he said up front. Listen, it's way.
Put your morals on the table. He put his morals on the table.
Man, listen, I'm fine. I'm in a good place.
I didn't ask you, was you cute? And you only get hit in the face. You got to audition.
Hey, I'm Louis Diggs.
I'm fine, TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
Thanks for tuning in. Glad you're back, Jeff.
The gloves are off next week. God damn it.
Oh.
No pun intended.
You guys, listen, hang in there. Life is real. So hang in there. Be safe.
If you can't hang in there, hang him.
Or shoot him.
Hilarious.
Keep loud.